Hey guys, welcome back to another episode. I'm Marijn de Waard, founder of SuperYacht Times. So today we're going to look at the world's largest yachts. And not by volume, but by length in meters. First one on the list, number one, we probably all know, is the 180-meter Lürsen Azam. She was delivered by the German shipyard in 2013, and I still remember the first time I saw the project myself, and that wasn't when she was in a complete state, but it was in May 2012 when the finished hull and superstructure came out of the yard for the first time. Furthermore, we didn't know who the designer of the project was, and we always try to guess who is it. I see some lines, I recognize something here and there. The designer of Azam is not known for very large yachts. Now of course they do more large yachts, but back then they were more known for sailing yachts actually. The company I'm talking about is Milan based Nauta Design, and Abdul, who I've known for a very long time, is a great designer and also a great guy. So it was really pleased to learn that they were the designers behind the world's largest yacht. What else is very special about Azam is not just her length, it's also her speed. She can reach speeds over 30 knots. And I still like to see her myself someday passing by at 30 knots. That would be amazing. Number two on the list was built in Italy, and is she really a yacht? I included her in one of my previous videos. The yacht I'm talking about is the 164-meter Mariotti Fuluk Al Salama. Built for the royal family of Oman, she was delivered by the Italian shipyard in 2016. And she is usually supporting the royal yacht Al Said, the 155-meter Lürsen. But very little details are known about this, but besides that, she has a very high volume of 20,000 plus gross tonnage. But the question that is always asked is she a real yacht or is she more of a support vessel? But since she is used privately, we have included her in our list. Number three on the list is a yacht that we all know very well. It's the 162.5 meter Eclipse. She was until the launch of Azam, the largest yacht in the world. She was built by Blom & Voss and delivered in 2010, and her interior and exterior design are by the hands of Terence Disdale Design. The volume of Eclipse is just over 13,500 gross tonnage, and we have been lucky enough to see something of her interior, as there have been interior photos and some nice cool deck photos of her huge pool on the aft deck have been released. And it's one of the few yachts on this list that we actually know something more about their interior. So go check them out online, and you probably, if you do a search, you'll find some nice pictures of her. Number four on the list is the 162-meter Dubai. She was for a few years also the world's largest yacht until the launch of Eclipse in 2010. Dubai was completed by Platinum Yachts in 2006. I remember we have a few interior shots. They were released by the builder in I think it was 2008, 2009, maybe a little bit later. And we published them on SuperYacht Times. So check the link below in the description and check out yourself some pictures of the interior of this very big yacht. Number five on the list is a recently launched yacht. It's the 160-meter Project Blue. We don't know a lot about it yet, and we don't even know if Blue is her actual name. To be honest, I don't think so. I think it's a project name, but you never know. She was launched by Lürsen in February 2022, so earlier this year, and she has done some sea trials already, and she's probably now in her final outfitting stage. We don't know when she will be delivered yet. We suspect sometime later this year, but you never know how it goes. She has a length that's 160 meters. Volume is to believe just over 15,000 gross tonnage. But she's not officially handed over yet, so it could always be that it changes a little bit in the official registries. Looking at other details we know about her, we know that she has been designed by Terence Disdale Design, who's believed to be the exterior as well as the interior designer. Other than that, not much is known yet, but I'm sure you will read it on SuperYacht Times as soon as we have something new on this exciting project. Number 6 on the list is the 156 meter Leusen Dilbert. She was delivered by Leusen in 2016, and she's probably known as the world's largest yacht as well, but this time not by length in meters, but by volume. She has a gross tonnage of 15,917. This is, however, if we don't include Fulakal Salama, because she has a gross tonnage of 20,000 plus. But like I said before, some people don't consider her really a yacht. So in this case, it would be Dilbert. But in terms of length, she is the 5th on the list. Her exterior is by Aspenoino with an interior by Winch Design. And a funny story about her is that Tom and Charles, who worked at SuperYacht Times and now are still fantastic content creators, came with a great idea to rent a small plane and go chase the boat when she was doing sea trials. So I was sitting at home behind the computer with marine traffic, and the guys were going to the north of Germany renting a plane, and I was watching on marine traffic, and the boat was going further up north, which was becoming a challenge for them because they had to take a plane, could only go so many miles offshore and had to go back again. But luckily, you know, they spotted the yacht and took some very cool aerial shots of the yacht. So we were the first to have proper aerial shots of Dilbert. Number 7 on the list is another Leusen. As we know, Leusen builds the largest yachts in the world, and that's why they dominate this top 10 as well. Number 7 is the 155 meter Al Said. She was built for the royal family of Oman with exterior lines by Aspenoino and with an interior by British-based design studio RWD. Recently there was some talk about the yacht being for sale. However, this story was quickly denied, so we're not entirely sure if she's actually for sale or not, but it certainly caused a little storm in the yachting industry. Besides that, we know she is 155 meters with a beam of 23 meters. She has a gross tonnage of just a little bit less as Dilbert. It's 15,850 GT. Number 8 on the list is the 147 meter Leusen A+. She was delivered by the shipyard in 2012, 10 years ago, as Topaz. She was based for a long time in the Middle East, but recently she came to Europe and is now under refit in the shipyard in Southern Europe. Her exterior lines are by Tim Haywood with an interior by Terence Disdale. Not much is known about Topaz, and there are no interior photos of her available. We do know that she has 2 large helipads and a huge pool on the aft deck, but other than that, she's kind of a mystery. Number 9 on the list is the 147 meter Prince Abdul Aziz, and for many years, until 2006, she was the largest yacht in the world, from more or less her launch in 1984 till 2006. She was built in Denmark by Helsingør Værft. I hope I pronounced that correctly. Not much is known about her. There have been some pictures of her on the internet of her interior, and it looks very traditional Arab style interior, and that's not strange because she was built for the King of Saudi Arabia originally. It's not entirely clear who owns her today, but we believe she's still owned by the royal family from Saudi Arabia. Number 10 on the list is a very unusual yacht. Not much is known about it, but it's the 146 meter Project OK. She was actually built as a yacht transport vessel and recently converted in Turkey to a design of Timur Bozkır. I think with this project, if I start describing it, it sounds too extreme to believe it, so probably it's better to look at some of the images of her. But as you can see, she still looks as a yacht transport ship, more or less, but then painted black. Looks a lot more cooler, of course, but she can still lower in the water, and the owner can still bring his own sailboat, which is quite big as well, in the 40 meters, on board, go, lift up the boat again and start cruising around. with your 40-meter plus sailboat on the off deck as a tender. I'm sure I need to redo this video in a year or maybe 2 years time, as there probably will be some newer big boats. But until then, let us know in the comments what is your favorite yacht from the top 10 largest yachts in the world. Thank you for watching.